नव संवत के जो राजा हैं वो कौन है? इस नव संवत के राजा हैं शनि, और इस नव संवत के मंत्री हैं गुरु। तो ये जो कॉम्बिनेशन है, इस बार देखिएगा कि जिन लोगों के हॉरोस्कोप्स में सैटर्न अच्छी जगह प्लेस्ड है, दे विल गेट बेनिफिट्स। लेकिन जिन लोगों के हॉरोस्कोप में सैटर्न की पोजीशन बहुत ग्रेट नहीं है, उन पर इम्पैक्ट्स आएंगे। तो ऐसे लोग शील्ड्स तैयार करें, ये टाइम है अपने लिए शील्ड तैयार करने का, खुद को प्रोटेक्ट करने का। पहले से पहले जप कराएं, पहले से पहले पूजन करें, ताकि आप प्रिपेयर्ड रह सकें। शनि को समझें कि व्हाट इज शनि, हाउ यू कैन प्रोटेक्ट योरसेल्फ फ्रॉम बैड इम्पैक्ट्स ऑफ शनि। जब भी शनि की बात आती है तो लोग अक्सर डर जाते हैं। ये समझना जरूरी है कि क्यों और किस तरह से हम बच सकते हैं शनि के इम्पैक्ट से। देखिए, शनि जो है ना, वो कानून के कानून का उनको राजा अधिकारी माना जाता है। तो शनि जो है वो न्याय प्रिय है, न्यायाधीश हैं। ही बिलीव्स इन जस्टिस, यानी कि अगर आपने किसी के साथ गलत किया है तो वो उसकी सजा आपको मिलकर रहे। ही मेक्स श्योर कि सजा मिले सामने वाले को। और इसी तरह से अगर वो देखते हैं कि सामने वाला अच्छा कर्म कर रहा है, तो वो ये भी ही मेक श्योर कि आपके साथ अच्छा हो। तो अगर शनि को हमें मना करके रखना है, हम चाहते हैं कि हमारा शनि हम पर हमेशा कृपा बनाए रखे, तो उसका सबसे अच्छा उपाय है that follow the right path. And how do you know what is the right path? For that you have so many Ved, Puran, Shastra, you have so many dharma gurus, spiritual gurus who are actually guiding you all throughout. So you can listen to them, you can be with good people, and you can, moreover everything, above everything, you can listen to your own inner instinct. आपकी अंतरात्मा क्या कहती है, आप उसको सुने, उस पर ध्यान दें, और फिर जो अच्छाई है, अगर आप उसके रास्ते पर चलते रहेंगे तो डेफिनेटली आप शनि के खराब इम्पैक्ट से बचे रहेंगे। राधे राधे रजनी बंसल जी। इसी के साथ साथ शनि जो है वो शनि का जो इम्पैक्ट है वो पांव पर देखा जाता है अक्सर। इसलिए शनि जो है, उनको प्रसन्न करने का एक उपाय होता है कि जो लोग पांव से लाचार हैं, पीपल हु आर नॉट एबल टू हु आर नॉट physically fit, especially because of their foot, their legs. So you have to, if you can just support them, maybe you can arrange for some physiotherapy, some massages for them, or maybe if you can massage them on your own. तो अगर आप इस तरह की कोई सेवा करते हैं, शनि जो है वो सेवा को, सर्विस सेक्टर को दर्शाता है। तो जब कभी आप सर्विस अपने हाथ से करते हैं, एक होता है कि आप अरेंज कर देते हैं कि आई हैव स्पॉन्सर्ड दैट, आप वहां पे जाकर के पेडिक्योर करा सकते हैं, या आप वहां जाकर के, आपके लिए मैंने मसाजर का प्रबंध कर दिया है, आपके पास पहुंच जाएगा और वो जाके आपकी मसाज कर देगा। वो भी अच्छा है, लेकिन उससे कई कई ज्यादा गुना अच्छा है कि अगर कोई इंसान जिसके पाँव में दर्द है, जो तकलीफ में है, अगर आप उसे किसी तरह से राहत प्रदान कर सकते हैं, आप उसे थोड़ी देर भी अगर आप उसके पाँव दबा के, मसाज करके, उसके पाँव को मॉइस्चराइज करके अगर आप उसे राहत प्रदान करते हैं, देन डेफिनेटली यू आर डूइंग अ वेरी वेरी गुड कर्मा towards collecting your points for better Shani, better Saturn. So this is one thing you have to keep in your mind, that servicing yourself, especially for foot related therapies, is going to boost your Saturn. And that is something very very important throughout this coming year. Very 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 important, because Shani is the king of this coming year, the year which has already started from today onwards. तो बहुत important है कि हम उस चीज को फॉलो करें। इसके बाद में ये जो राजा, तो मैंने आपको बताया कि शनि है, तो इसलिए इस समय आपको ध्यान रखना है कि आपके घर का जो वेस्ट जोन है, क्योंकि वेस्ट जोन जो होती है किसी भी घर की, बिजनेस की, फैक्ट्री की, इंडस्ट्री की, आपका जो ऑफिस है वहां की, ध्यान दें कि वहां का जो वेस्ट जोन है वो कैसा है, उसमें कोई वास्तु दोष न हो, इसका आप ध्यान रखें। अगर वहां वास्तु दोष है तो उससे भी शनि प्रभावित होगा और आपको उसके बैड इम्पैक्ट्स देखने को मिल सकते हैं आने वाले साल में। इसलिए आप अपने घर का जो वेस्ट जोन है उसको बहुत दुरुस्त रखें, बहुत स्ट्रांग रखें, ताकि आपको शनि के बैड इम्पैक्ट्स न दिखें। इनफैक्ट यू गेट अ सपोर्ट फ्रॉम शनि, बिकॉज शनि इज द किंग ऑफ दिस नव संवत। सो उस पर आपको कॉन्सेंट्रेट करना है कि कैसे आप बूस्ट कर सकते हैं। यू शुड कॉन्टैक्ट सम गुड एस्ट्रोलॉजर्स। सबसे पहले आप वेरीफाई करें कि हाउ इज योर शनि प्लेस्ड। आप कॉन्टैक्ट करें, आप फाइंड आउट करें कि आपके शनि की प्लेसमेंट कैसी है, और जैसे आपको आपके एस्ट्रोलॉजर्स गाइड करें तो उस हिसाब से आप उसे फॉलो करें और उसको ट्रीट करें, अगर वो ठीक नहीं है तो। और अगर ठीक है तो डेफिनेटली यू आर ब्लेस्ड। देन मंत्री जो हैं इस साल वो गुरु हैं। तो गुरु क्योंकि मंत्री हैं, गुरु जो हैं देवताओं के गुरु, यानी कि गुरु, व्हेन वी से गुरु मींस वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट जुपिटर, प्लैनेट जुपिटर, वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट बृहस्पति देव। तो बृहस्पति देव जो हैं वो देवताओं के गुरु हैं। अब देवताओं के गुरु हैं, और वो जो है ही इज द वन हु टेक्स केयर ऑफ द नॉर्थ ईस्टर्न जोन। आपके घर का जो नॉर्थ ईस्टर्न जोन है वो पूरी तरह से गुरु के प्रभाव में रहता है। इसलिए बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट हो जाता है आपके लिए कि आपके घर का जो नॉर्थ ईस्टर्न जोन है वो वास्तु दोषों से मुक्त हो, वहां किसी तरह का कोई वास्तु दोष न हो। आप फाइंड आउट करें विद एनी वास्तु कंसल्टेंट, यू कैन फाइंड इट आउट, यू कैन फॉलो आवर पेज, यू कैन फाइंड इट आउट that what are the defects which are usually found in northeastern zone, इससे आपको पता चलेगा। इसी तरह से आप पता करें कि कहीं आपके हॉरोस्कोप में गुरु की पोजीशन, यानी कि जुपिटर की पोजीशन कैसी है, कहीं वो खराब तो नहीं है, क्योंकि अगर वो खराब है देन डेफिनेटली इट नीड्स टू बी ट्रीटेड। राधे राधे डैड, आपको बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं नव संवत्सर की। किशन सिंह तोमर जी राधे राधे। जसना मिन जी इज सिंह राधे राधे मैम, अपार्ट फ्रॉम फुल मून विच आर द बेस्ट डेज टू डोनेट राइस, शुगर, फ्लोर, मस्टर्ड ऑयल। सो राइस और शुगर डोनेट करने के लिए, शुगर फ्लोर डोनेट करने के लिए द बेस्ट डेज अपार्ट फ्रॉम फुल मून आर Mondays and even Fridays are very good to donate the rice, sugar, flour, etc. And for mustard oil, the best day is Amavasya or Saturday. Saturday and Amavasya are the best days to donate mustard oil. Radhe Radhe Varun, how are you doing? So Varun, for people who don't know, is my younger brother and my most trusted astrologer. He is based in Australia, and I'm glad he's joining us today because this is the time when he's usually asleep. Jasna Minji is asking, ma'am, which are the best mantras to chant if karmic debt is heavy? Things not materializing since decade professionally and personally. Jasna Minji, see, first you have to see, because we are Navratri is going on. If you have very heavy debts, I'll tell you a small kriya, a small treatment which you can follow during Navratris. All you have to do is, when you do the final puja of Navratri, which is either on the Ashtami or on the Navami, whenever you do it, that particular day, in the puja, you keep 7 yellow kauris during the puja. And you, after the puja, you donate it to 7 girls which are the kanjikas. Either when you are offering food to the kanjikas, you can offer it to those kanjikas, or what you can do, if you don't have kanjikas, you can go to any temple or any other place where you can find or locate those small girls. They should be below you know that puberty range, so they should not be menstruating, and they should not have started menstruating either. So ideally below 10-11 years is the ideal. And then you should offer these kauris to them, one each. And while giving these yellow kauri each to those girls or kanjikas, you have to connect with Ma, which is whichever Ma, because if it is Ashtami, it is Mahagauri's day. If it is Navami, it is Siddhidatri's day. But whenever you are connecting with Ma, you have to say that, Ma'am, Ma, I have had enough of debts in my life. Maybe it is because of some Purv Janm or my past Janm karma that I have been giving, and the debt is not getting over. But now through this, please let it get over. And this I pay to you in the form of these kanyas. I am paying it to you so that you take care of whatever debts have been remaining all these years and all these janams. Please take care of them and let me be free from all those debts. So this is one of the prayogs that you can definitely do. Vishnu Urmila ji, Radhe Radhe, how are you doing? Radhe Radhe Mama. So हम बात कर रहे हैं कि किस तरह से आप ये जो नव संवत है, ये स्टार्ट हुआ है, नवरात्रि जो स्टार्ट हुई है, इस पर आप क्या कुछ कर सकते हैं। इसके अलावा मैं आपको बताऊं कि इस दौरान जिन लोगों को ये इशू रहता है कि हमारे यहाँ पर कोई कोई वास्तु दोष है, बट वी कैन नॉट अफोर्ड अ वास्तु कंसल्टेंट, हम किसी वास्तु कंसल्टेंट को अपने यहाँ बुला नहीं सकते या उसकी फीस अफोर्ड नहीं कर सकते, उनके लिए मैं खासतौर पर इस समय पर एक प्रयोग बताती हूँ। पहले भी बताया है, आई वुड लाइक टू रिपीट इट। बहुत ही सिंपल प्रयोग है। इट इज कॉल्ड द 9 क्लव प्रयोग। So 9 क्लव प्रयोग, 9 क्लव therapy is that you have to take a yellow cloth. Yellow cloth can be any size, any dimension, does not matter, but it has to be new cloth, unwashed cloth. So find out a yellow cloth. It can be the size of a handkerchief, it can be a new blouse piece from your home, it can be any yellow cloth. Just find that out and figure out that what is that vastu dosh which you would like to rectify this time. Do not try to figure out 3, 4, 5 vastu doshas. No, only one at a time. It's very, very important that you focus only one dosha at a time when you are performing this particular therapy. So suppose you find out that you have a dosh in the west zone, because we have been talking about west zone, or maybe you find out that in the northeast zone you have a kitchen, which is definitely a dosh, and you find it out and you want to treat it. So what you do, you take a small chalky or a stool in the northeast zone where you have your kitchen, and above that you spread that yellow cloth, and above that yellow cloth you draw shreem. You have to draw shreem with kumkum, like what we wear. This is kumkum. So you have to wet that kumkum, and with that wet kumkum you have to draw shreem. And after drawing shreem, you have to keep 9 whole clubs. When I say whole clubs, means the club has to be whole. It has to have that that entire thing. You can take it the broken one, which where the bulb is separate from it. No, you have to take the whole club. So such 9 clubs, you have to keep them above that yellow cloth where you have already drawn shreem. And then you let them be like that, and you connect with Almighty, you connect with Ma, that Ma, I'm praying for a Vastu Dosh Nivaran for my house, especially for this zone, especially for the northeastern zone, because I have this dosh. I have a kitchen which is in the northeastern zone, and I have heard that it creates a vastu dosh, and I want that all the bad impacts should go from here, related to the bed vastu of this house, particularly this vastu defect. So please bless me, and you let it be there. You can show dhoop deep every day throughout the Navratri, and then on the final day, yeah, means after the ninth day, on the 10th day, or sorry, after the 10th day, on the Ekadashi day, you fold it so small, as if it's like just like pan. You fold it like a bida, and you wrap it around with molly. This is molly. Okay, so you wrap it around with a molly, and you take it to the closest tree near your house, in the vicinity of your house, whichever is the closest tree, you can select it, and you have to bury it under that tree. It can be any tree, it can be a burger tree, it can be a people tree, it can be an apple tree, it can be a cider tree, it can be any tree, but you have to bury it under that tree, and you have to imagine that the dosh is getting better, the vastu dosh is getting better. So this is one prayer. And then when the next Navratri comes, because this is Chaitra Navratri, when the next Navratri comes, which is the Shardiya Navratri, that time again you can repeat the same prayer, but that time you can focus and target another Vastu dosh, because we all have so many Vastu doshas in our houses. Everybody has such houses or businesses. So you can concentrate on another dosh next time. But this is definitely one therapy which you must try. Bishna Urmila ji, Radhe Radhe. Bishna Urmila ji is asking, what can I do for my son's better education? Urmila ji, the second day of Navratri is the day when we pray to Ma Brahmacharyani. Brahmacharyani is the Ma who is all about devotion, meditation, concentration, away from worldly materialism. So she is very, very, very devoted. She devoted herself only to meditation and yoga those days, right? And that was the time when Shiva thought, oh, so she is, if I'm also a yogi and she is also a yogi, then how is, the creativity is definitely going to suffer. Then that is how Chandraghanta emerged, and they went into family life. So Brahmacharani, I always advise that for students, it's important to pray to Ma Saraswati, and Ma Saraswati and Brahmacharani are very close to each other. So I would say that on the second day of Navratri, you can ask your son to pray, and you can also pray. So just see that your son and you sit facing east zone and pray to Ma Brahmacharani for a better future, better education, and at that time do with chandan, if possible with chandan mala. If you have a abhimantrit chandan mala, that would be great. With abhimantrit chandan mala, try to chant just aim. Aim, you have to chant only that, nothing else, just aim. And whenever you are chanting, let me just tell you that when you are chanting, you should not be using this finger. The index finger is prohibited for any pujan. So you have to use only your thumb, your middle finger, and your ring finger. So you can use this, but not the index finger. It is strictly prohibited. So this is how you chant, right? So this is something which you can do. Moreover, you can do sthapna during any day of Navratri. You can do sthapna of Saraswati Yantra in your house. You can do sthapna for your son's better education. The sthapna of Saraswati and Ganpati is important. So you can do sthapna of Saraswati Yantra and sthapana of Svatik Ganpati or green jade Ganpati, but it has to be Abhimantrit. That you can do depending on what level of education your son is seeking at. Is it university level or is it still, high school level? Depending on that, we decided what Ganpati is best suited for that. Alka Pathak ji, Radhe Radhe. Nikki Patel ji is asking when does Navratri start? Today or tomorrow? So for North America, it is starting today. For India, it's starting tomorrow, which is second in India, and North America, it's starting today. This is the difference. On first for North America. Mukesh Pandey ji, Radhe Radhe. Alka Sharma ji is asking, what can I do for my son's better future? Alka Sharma ji, almost similar things which I suggested for Bishnu Urmila ji's son just some time back, especially if your concern is more towards studies, then definitely this would help. These same tips would help. If you have a different concern, then you can ask me. राधे 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 मौसी, आपको भी बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं नव संवत्सर की. थैंक यू. रीना भाटिया जी, राधे राधे. मीरा शर्मा आंटी जी, राधे राधे. बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं नव संवत की. पूनम चौधरी जी, राधे राधे. कमलेश गंगवार जी, राधे राधे. बिश्नोय उर्मिला जी is saying that he is in 12th standard. So if he is in 12th standard, I would advise that he goes for Saraswati Yantra and a Svatik, that is crystal Ganpati Abhimantrit, and the Sthapna can be done on actually, the Sthapna can be done on any day. We just avoid that during Shraddh period, and we avoid that during few days and avoiding Amavasya and all. Otherwise, you can do the Sthapna on any day, but Navratri is definitely excellent for doing any such Sthapna. Thank you so much, Armlaji. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Because the blessings from you guys definitely keep us going. When we go to so many places, listen to so many issues, so many problems, try to solve them, then definitely we are, we get filled with lots of stuff, lots of energy, and then we have to detoxify ourselves also, whether it's thoughts or the aura. But moreover, above everything, what keeps us going is the blessings from you all. So Reena Bhatia ji is asking, please guide how to energize flat entrance. That's a beautiful question, Reena ji. Any flat entrance, if you want to energize, how do you do that? To energize flat entrance or any house entrance in our Shastras, they say that every day you should, you know, clean the door frame of your house. The door frame plays a vital role in energizing any entrance. So the door frame should always remain very clean. When we say door frame should remain very clean, what does it mean? That usually if you don't clean the door frame, especially the hinges, that part, sometimes there are webs and spider webs developing there, or silver fishes, or there can be one thing or the other, or dirt or dust. So it has to remain clean, first thing. Second thing, the hinges have to be very smooth. There should be no creaky sound, not at all. When you are operating your doors, there should be no creaky sound at all in the doors. So they have to be maintained, whether you have to grease them or whichever way you are going to maintain, you can find it out, figure it out. But please make sure that you maintain that. Third thing is that whenever you have an auspicious occasion, like any festival, like now we are celebrating now Samvat. So during such times, you have to, like how we dress up. Similarly, you have to dress up the door of your house. the entrance of your house also needs some pampering. So that pampering is done by cleaning their Delhi. The Delhi is what we call that chaukhut. It has to be cleaned, and then you do a Panchamrit Abhishek. It is important that you do a Panchamrit Abhishek of your Delhis, and for that you can just mix everything. If you don't want to do it separately, you can even mix everything. For you can take doodh, dahi, ghee, shakkar, and shahad. These are the 5 ingredients. So you take all 5 of them, and you can even add some gangajal, or you can keep gangajal separately. So first you take this mix of the panchamrit. You what I usually suggest people, that with a clean, first you wipe with normal, whatever you wipe it, whether it's Lysol wipe or whether just katka, pocha, whatever you do that. After that, you pour some panchamrit on that chokhat, and you just, how you know how you pamper the shivling while you doing abhishek or you doing any other abhishek, how you pamper those deities. Similarly, you have to pamper your Delhis. So you know, give a little massage to your Delhis after you pour Panchamrit. After that is done, you wipe it clean and pour some Ganga Jal again, massage it with Ganga Jal and wipe it clean. You can use a paper towel also to wipe it clean. Once that is done, you draw Om and swastiks. Om and swastiks you can draw, and you offer kumkum, you offer chawal, and Om and swastiks also have to be drawn with kumkum only. And this is something that you do, and you put some flowers around it on both the sides, and you tie a toran, a bandanwar, what we call that. You have to tie. If you can arrange for a ashok leaf bandanwar, that is the best. You can do that. You can add some marigold flowers, which is the genda flower, to it, and you can tie it. It is the best. If you cannot locate it, you can, you know, if like for people like us, we are staying in a country where, you know, the snowfall is going right outside. So for us, you know, putting fresh flowers or fresh leaves bandanwar is little tricky. So what we do is we tie the artificial bandhanwar, but we do little tika to that bandhanwar to energize it. So these are few ways with which you can energize your entrance or energize your door. I hope this will help. दीप्ति भट्ट जी राधे राधे, मंजू दुआ जी राधे राधे, जय माता दी, रेणु धवन जी राधे राधे. So we had a few questions here. Let me see if we can. Okay, so somebody had asked me that, ma'am, okay, for the swastik therapy, yeah, that is one thing which we can talk a little about. So people who have been taking consultation from us or where we have been visiting, we have been guiding them for different swastiks. You know, so this is the time during Navratri when you should be redoing those swastiks. Suppose whatever swastik you have done, you have to redo just above that swastik. You don't need to wipe or clean that old swastik, but above that old swastik, you can just simply redo. When we what is swastik therapy? Many people want to know what is swastik therapy. Swastik therapy is something which plays a vital role in vanishing the vastu dosh of any premises, be it commercial, industrial, or residential. For this, we go zone wise. For north, we use Mehdi swastik. For northeast, we use Haldi swastik. For east zone, we use that orange sindoor swastik. For south zone, we use the red kumkum swastik. For southwest zone, we use the Gopuram swastik. So this is how it goes. And for northwestern zone, we prefer to have the Chandi swastik. Chandi swastik really helps for for the western zone. For the western zone, we either use the blue swastik. The blue swastiks means the energized. There are some pre-energized swastiks which are called the Neel swastik. The Neel swastiks are already pre-energized, and they are specially used to treat the Shani dosh. So either we use them, or we use the copper swastik. So these are the swastiks. So and many times people get confused that why are we using copper in the west zone? Because copper is the zone of east. But why are we using it? Because this we use because many times we need to channelize the energy between sun and Saturn. Unless that is channelized, so many things are, not in place, and we find them tricky. So that's the reason we use the copper swastik. So this is swastik therapy, but most important, the people who have been following swastik therapy, this is the time, Navratri is the time when you can redo the swastik. So make sure to use the tips which have been shared during today's video. And in the next video, we would like to connect with you with some more tips, specially meant for maybe the Navratri Pujan or the question answer sessions. Depends on how it goes. And Renu Dhawanji is saying, what can we do today in business for prosperity and more customer flow? For more customer flow, Renuji, what you have to do. The main door of yours has to have Gomti Chakra, because Gomti Chakra has whirlpools in it. So what we do, that Abhimantrit Gomti chakras are put right above the door to, if you have more customer flow, means the door is being opened again and again and again. And that happens when you have energized Abhimantrit Gomti chakras set right above the door. So that is one therapy where we keep almost 16 Gomti chakras. That is an exclusive therapy which we use for some businesses. So you can try that definitely. So we will connect with you all again in the next session. Till then, Aaj ke Anand ki Jai, Jai Jai Shri Radhe.